Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to some more videos, and in today's video, I kind of want to showcase what it's like to have an account for about a month now. I started Global a little late, kind of maybe 3 weeks after launch, almost 4 weeks after launch. So my account is relatively new. I mean, it's literally just hitting a month today. So I want to show what a month's worth of progress is. Now, I'm not like a big, massive player. Like I'm still on level, like rank 67. Like I'm not even max rank yet. So it's not like I play the game all day. I mean, I play a little bit of JP as well, so some of my time does go into JP. But I can at least show you what you can expect if you're starting the game and what a month will look like in the game in terms of farming and grinding and saving, and also with very little investment. Like I spent about $100 total on this game, and that was split between the Blue Meliodas banner and the Escanor banner. But let's go ahead and see what the box looks like first of all. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I know I'm working on everything. Don't even at me. I have a lot of SSRs and I have quite a few SRs and some Rs that I need to work on and awaken, and yeah, but for the most part we're working on the main cards, like cards that are actually going to be useful right now. Like the content when starting that I really want to get caught up on was PvP and PvE. So, I pull Escanor. Like, I think I actually started when Escanor dropped. So, around a time, like a week before Escanor, that's when I created my account. So, literally my account was fresh and I knew I had to pull Escanor because he was going to be very monumental in terms of helping me out with everything. And he has been. He's been great in PvP, PvE. The majority of the raids, like, I guess, Green Raid, which was, I guess, the Demon Beast Holex or whatever. He's been pretty helpful over there. I did pick up quite a few cosmetics. For not a ton, but I mean, I have, some weapons here. I have, one of his UR headpieces. So obviously I could pick up way more. But I'm not like a super whale. Like I would love to get this set, man. This not only looks insane, but damn, the stats are nuts on the weapon and also the headpiece of that particular set. But like I said, I'm not a major freaking whale. I'm pretty much like every other player. Most players aren't going to be mega Hot Wheels. Most players will be around my, I guess, my playing enjoyment, I guess I would say. But anyway, so we have Escanor, level 80, max out, obviously level 6 and everything. I think he's 4 out of 6. I actually got quite lucky in him, so I actually pulled 2 dupes in his initial banner, and then I pulled like 2 more somewhere else. So, I got really lucky with him, to be fair. Yeah. Obviously we have the brand new Blue D Meliodas here, who definitely needs a lot of work. I haven't even started working on his affinity yet, so I need to work on that. I need to work on more gear for him. I didn't pick up anything at all. I don't even have like the red D Meliodas, so he can get actually the red D Meliodas costumes as well. So I need to pick the red one up from the coin shop, upgrade him and get some free gear there. Well, I guess some free cosmetics, I would say. There's obviously tons of weapons that I just do not have yet because, I invested a lot into my other characters, like, for example, Escanor outfits and, King, quite a bit into Gowther. So, he is probably next in line to get invested when I do pick up a bit more gems, because you do need gems to pay for the outfits. Some outfits actually cost money, but then you can just buy the gems to then buy the outfits. But some outfits you just literally need money. Like you can't buy it with just gems alone. Anyway, so he's a relatively new character that I just pulled. We do have Merlin here. Like the main cards are obviously maxed out Awaken. They're full 6 stars, and I think Merlin has like maybe 1 dupe. Really trying to work on maxing her out completely. But she's coin shop exclusive right now, so I'm gonna have to wait for her to come back a couple times before I can actually max her out. But I do want to pair her with obviously Escanor and also Meliodas, because she's their combination partner. So gotta have her max, and I'd rather the green one than the red one. The red one's pretty good, but for one, I don't have the red one, and the green one does see more usage in long-term playment. So in terms of like longevity, the green one is just better in my opinion. I actually have the perfect cube. A bit better passive in my opinion. So yeah, I don't think I have any cosmetics outside of like 1 additional like weapon for her. This actually in the pickup shop, and I think it was for like 20 gems, and I was like, sure, I'll pick it up. because Merlin, she's a pretty good card. Like I said, really good longevity. So you do want to invest a little bit into her, but you can't do everything at once. Obviously, we do have the Gowther here. Now, I was very lucky in pulling the Gowther. I think I started my account like the day or two before his banner was leaving. So I happened to got him within like my first 2 multis or something. So very, very lucky there. In terms of investment with the outfits, I have quite a few outfits, but I do have the SR Gowther and I have the other SSR Gowther, which is the blue one. So obviously I awakened those and I got some free cosmetics here. What I did buy was actually one of the headpieces, not even some, just like the one. I do need to buy a bit more because the headpieces give you the biggest stats because it gives you just pure HP. The other ones attack, I mean, it does give you like, upwards of, I believe, 180, but 180 isn't as big as like 1400 additional HP, and HP is a stat that gives you the most CC. So I will invest in all of this before I invest in anything else with Gowther. Once I get a couple of his UR and SSR headpieces, then I'll go to outfits, and then I'll go, actually, I don't even need outfits. I have 5. I'll go to attack after that, which he doesn't have many of. But, as you can see, some decent investment there, not too much. Now, I'll say King, specifically the blue one, might actually be my most invested outfit card because, first of all, I do have the actual boss outfit for him, which is really cool. That brings me to 5 of his actual outfits here. I only have 2 weapons, but I could get another weapon for free if I just upgrade. Where's that weapon? This one. So I get this one for free if I actually max out the affinity on the green king, which is actually this guy right here. The max one for free, I get the weapon here for free. So I just need to work on that. But I'll eventually have that in the future, whenever I get around to actually doing his affinity. I do have a couple headpieces for him. Like, I think I have all of his UR headpieces. And I have some of the SR ones. Like I said, King is my most invested in terms of, like, cosmetics. Because, he just, like, I use him more than anyone else. I use him for everything. I use him for, PvP, most of PvE. I mean, he's a very, very good versatile unit. And he does see tons of longevity in the future. So, he's a very safe unit to max out. I've got like a free outfit, like this outfit was free, so obviously without this I would have like 1 less UR set, but I do have it and it's very helpful. And I guess right next after him would probably be my Arthur. I'm not going to go into all of them obviously, but I mean those are like the staples, like those are my main cards that I use for the majority of the time. My farming team is Gila right now, so I'm using Gila to farm with. I'm using the brand new blue Meliodas, and I'm still using green Lizhawk, which is right here. She is not, maxed out awakening yet. Working on that as well. But I did recently pull Hauser, so I do have him. He's down here, and I'll eventually be working on him because he's probably a way better farmer than Green Lizhawk. He does have the triple pierce rate, freaking clutch ability, so that's gonna be very helpful for farming. Only 1 copper, don't have any dupes on him, so his super attack is gonna be amazing. But he'll still get the job done either way. But this is kind of what it looks like in terms of like a month of progress. Now I'm sure I could have went further ahead. If I actually focus on just like 6-starring all my characters, if I focus more on actually getting the levels of the characters up, because I only have 3 level 80s. I have 2 level 75 and then like some sporadic 60s and random other levels. So, there's tons of work to do, but this is about a month of progress. It's not horrible. Now, I know my goal is really low, but I was upwards of like 10 million. Farming goal isn't hard, to be fair. Like, I don't really have anything sell right now. But I guess if I'll give a tip, like the biggest tip I would give in terms of like a day 1 player, if you're starting a game, make sure you always go to, I think it's Valenti, right? If you come here, click the scroll right. Veronica, wow, not Valenti. You can summon Veronica once per day. When you summon her, she's going to request a specific item. You get the item, you give to her, and literally any shop in the game is an additional 20% bonus. So let me just, go to a shop just like real quick. So I'm going to go to my Knighthood shop, and I will show you because this is very, very helpful. I found this out like maybe week 2. And, it was actually good that I found this out quite early because, I didn't know this at all on JP until coming to Global. Because obviously with Global, I can now read shit and I can understand shit. But when you come here, As you can see when it says sale, when you actually go to Veronica, talk to her, give her item, this will say plus 20%. So if I were to sell this with the additional bonus, it will be 20% more gold. So you get more gold. Very, very helpful when you first start the game because gold is very, very hard to come by. There are some tricks obviously you can do to, farm more gold, like, half stamina events and book farming on the weekends. But there's no book farming this weekend, unfortunately, because there's no half stamina this weekend because there was half stamina last weekend. And they tend to do it every other week. So it's not like every single weekend's half stamina. It's every other week there's half stamina. But yeah, so there we go. So not really much of a showcase, but just want to showcase in terms of where the box is, in terms of where the units are. There's quite a bit of work to be done. I'm proud of my Jericho. It's kind of funny that the main Jericho is level 60, but the SR one, who's red, is level 70. And that's because I was using her for the slime event. She was actually awesome because she had rupture in her ability. So I actually tried to level her up as much as I was willing to, because I didn't want to put too much investment into her. But she's actually a very good unit that does see pretty decent longevity in the game. She does have a very helpful passive of 10% attack-related stats to strength attributes. So cards like this, although they're SRs, you can be comforted in terms of, you can awaken them and it's not a waste because they see a lot of usages. Like mono red, she's perfect. She's actually a staple in mono red. Obviously with the slime collab that hasn't come back on JP and I don't think ever will, so that's like a one-time use on her part. But she's helpful in, other scenarios. Like obviously when Training Cave comes out, you need to max with everyone. Because I think you need, is it 64 units to complete that entire thing? But yeah, this is where I'm at. This is 1 month into the game. So I'm down near max rank. Like I probably could have been max rank like a long time ago, but I'm not really focusing on it. I probably could have got way further along in terms of like having more characters, UR and 6-star and maybe higher levels around 65 and 70. But I've been kind of focused more on PvP. I've been trying to build my PvP team out, which as of right now is not that great. I've been trying to incorporate the brand new Blue Meliodas into PvP. But he's right now not level 80 and I don't have a bunch of cosmetics for him. I don't even have the red one, like I said, and the red one will give him a free outfit and also a free sword, because if you max out the red one infinity, you get the sword at the end of it. So I've been trying to make it work, but for the most part, what I'm really running right now, I'll take him out and I'll put in Merlin. This is actually my setup. Let me just give her just something, I guess. I don't know, but this is actually my setup right now. The hard hitter obviously is Escanor. Now, if I were to put, I'm just going to put a gear on them and just show you guys what my actual CC is looking like. I mean, it's not anything great right now. Like I said, I have a lot of work to do. I am nowhere near in terms of being competitive in a challenger PvP, but I want to show you where the gear is at, because gear is massive in this game. Like if you don't have proper gear, I mean, it's just not going to work. I probably should just went into Gila and the other cards to actually show the gear. I don't really need to be doing this right now, but whatever. I think Gotham might actually already have my health set. Like I have 1 HP set. Yeah, he has it. And I'm working on some attack sets. Like I think this is actually my Pierce set. This is Pierce. Yes, let me actually put my attack set on there. Just kind of get a little bit more CC. But yeah, so I mean, I'm not... Oh, wait, what? Oh, PvP. Wow, I'm stupid. I'm freaking dumb. I am so freaking dumb. Like, it's not going to show because I am in PvP. Wow. Here it is. So this is kind of what I'm at right now. Like I'm about 150. That's obviously not including my characters down here. Like none of these characters down below have gear. But if I put gear in them, then obviously I will raise this way higher. I think my Meliodas, I have him here because he is, just like max 6 out of 6. Whereas her actual association, like her actual, I think it's Arthur, right? Arthur, he is just like, I don't have any dupes on him. This one I do have some dupes, but he's level 1 and I don't really have him, obviously UR yet. So although they give like 1,000 combat class, I actually get way more CC if I put a character on there that has a max super attack that gives way more overall basic stats. So I'm working on eventually having the SR Arthur. I'm going to have him 6'6". Then I'll eventually UR him and he'll be the perfect partner for Merlin, but I don't have enough copies of him yet. Escanor, same thing. Merlin is a partner. I'm working on Merlin's super attack right now. I only have 1 copy on her, so she's 2 out of 6. But my Jericho is 6 out of 6, and she has really, really high base attack. So she's really good for Escanor, although these are actual like partners that are associated with Escanor that gives him a bit more pierce, or if you want to go with Merlin, it gives him a bit of a crit chance. But if I did put the Merlin, then I have to take her off of the team and find someone else to put right there in that slot. But for the most part, I mean, this is what I'm looking at right now. I probably could push it out to about like 152 if I put gear on my other associated characters, but they're right now just kind of on gearless, like just kind of showcase like what this looks like right now. So yeah, like this is kind of what you should expect around 1 month of playing the game. I'm not like super high, like there's a lot of work I need to do. I guess lastly, I want to show the actual gear. Now, gear has been a bit of a pain in the ass for me. I mean, I'm not horrible with it. Right now I'm trying to transition from my R gear to SSR gear, as you can see. So this is like a full R set, like all my units just have like a full R set. And recently I've been trying to transition over to SSR. So working from like the health stat first, like, I know it's kind of funny that I made this into an SSR piece before the actual bracer, but I wanted to focus more on just health. Like health was massively because I want to live longer in PvP when I try to do gear PvP. But I will be working on this right now. So hopefully, like as I get SSR gear for this, the R gear will go down to my associated characters, giving them more stats. So it works out very well for me. Let me actually look at my attack set on my Escanor. I actually have 3 different attack sets. One is better than the other. Or one is better than the other 2. I think this is maybe my better attack set. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good roll. So we have 1 perfect roll here, and then the other ones are decent. Like as long as it's over like 10% for me, I'm pretty good with that. Really good there. This is actually horrible. I need to work on this, but I don't have any anvils. At least not enough to try to spin and try to re-roll this right now. But this is a pretty decent attack set. Let me actually show you the one that's on my king. Here he is. So this is at 10%. This is probably, yeah, this does need some work, and this needs some work. Disgusting, but I'll work on that in the future when I get more gems, when I get more anvils and stuff like that. This has a bit of lifesteal, but the HP looking pretty good outside of this one on the bottom here. But for the most part, like, this is like a perfect roll, like literally perfect. But I'm trying to transition once again to just full SSR, but I'm in the process of that. And lastly, I mean, I do have like this kind of crit damage set. Not the best. I mean, I need to start working on this SSR and this SSR, and then I'll eventually work on this, and then I'll work on this eventually. But I have this for Green King when I go into the Grey Demon fight. But yeah, so this is kind of what a month looks like. Once again, I know if I tried harder, if I did more, if I grind a bit harder, like probably could have been a bit further along. But just trying to be more I guess focus in like one aspect of the game, but still try to give other areas of the game attention as well. So anyways, guys, this is what it looks like. This is what you can expect with 1 month of playing the game. So hopefully this helped you out. If you did enjoy the video, guys, like, share, comment down below, subscribe, make it a thing, sub to the boy, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.